Listen, I grew up in a small town too. Okay, I understand what it's like to move to a new city, especially when you're young. You want to go out and meet people and talk to girls, and it's normal. But you're not trying to accomplish something normal. So you're going to be held to a higher standard. You've got to understand that.
I do. And look, I feel like an idiot, all right? I'm not even a huge partier or anything like that. I just got sloppy.
What exactly happened?
Honestly, I forgot to set my alarm, and somehow I left my phone on silent.
Somehow.
Look, Mr. Kelly, I got sloppy. I'm owning that. But it's not gonna happen again.
Well, it can't happen again, but you already know that. What you may not understand is that mistakes do not define you. It's how you respond that defines you, and you have a chance to respond in a big way, starting with your next game.
We're playing the attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about those guys?
I know everything about those guys. My job at the agency is to identify diamond-in-the-rough talent at a high school level. You are one such diamond. And Drexel Carrington, their small forward, is another.
Man, bro, we're still in high school and everybody's talking about this dude as if he's some street ball legend already.
He's from Brooklyn, so he's been hooping on playgrounds his entire life. But he's also the son of two investment bankers. So this kid's had every advantage imaginable. Private coaches, elite camps, you name it.
Not exactly one of us now, huh?
No, he's not. But he's not a phony either. The dude can hoop. An outstanding defender who is lights out from deep. An attack has a bunch of wings who can cut to the cup, then kick it out to him for three.
Oh, kind of sounds like Desmond Bain.
That's a 99th percentile outcome for him, but yeah. And this is the kind of guy that you need to have a great game against if you want your comeback tour to be any kind of success.
I can do that. But somehow, I still feel like I'd messed things up.
Then let's fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Good evening, all. Glad you could join us. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. WCBL action is coming up with the Union Elite facing off against the Attack from SAC.
Well, both teams have players on the 2KU 250 list. Harris for Union Elite and Drexel Carrington for Attack from SAC. Here's hoping they both wow us with their best tonight.
And the backdrop to all of this, the Interstate 5 battle. It's Sacramento taking on LA.
And look, I don't care what level of basketball is being played. It's always important when it's Sacramento versus LA. There's too much history, too much bitterness between the cities on the basketball court to overlook.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center. The triple from Martinez. Pushing it up. Here's Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. The first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
They're gone. Bring the ball up the floor. Count that one.
So dangerous. Can't let Pagan get a look like that so close to the hoop.
MP high post. Screen by MP. Five to shoot. Mitchell now covered by Martinez. And here's MP on the outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. Carrington with it. Outside, Lund. Back to Carrington. 6 on the shot clock. Martinez, guarded by Mitchell. Martinez can't get it to go. And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity, mostly, we'd say.
Now here's Martinez. Carrington for 3. And Harris pulls down the rebound. Union Elite leading this one. Here's MP. Pass to Harris. There's the 3. The shot, no good.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
Outside Pagan. Outside Carrington. Lund with the pick. Carrington, no good. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
And they're on the break. Pass to Lund. And it's blocked by Bird.
Can you believe this? Tenacity is what I say. That's the best way to describe Bird on defense.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Union Elite, MP. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And a new group out there getting ready for Union Elite. And so he makes both at the line that time. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Here's Kolish. Here's MP. Launches it. And Robinson pulls it down. Here's Mecca. Pass to Hilton. Cunningham. Out to the right wing. It's Mecca. Their offense is stone cold. Another miss there. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Here's Hilton. To the inside. Shot from Olsen, no good. To the middle. Bullock. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Great passing by the offense. Coaches love to see that kind of unselfish play.
And the attack from Sac call time here. Here's Mecca. Pass over to Robinson. Hit his leg. And they're saying it was a kickball.
Substitution for Union Elite, Christian Walker.
On defense. So both teams making some changes here. Timeout called by Sack. They'll talk things over.
Drexel Carrington, Edward Martinez, Michael Pagan. Substitution for Union Elite. Time called.
Here's MP. Pagan defending. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Now here's Bird, and here's MP on the outside. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now 5 for 8. Here's Olsen. Outside Pagan. And there's the call on MP. That's his first foul.
Substitution for the attack from Sac, Austin Lund.
Union Elite on D. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lund.
Lund is attacking with confidence inside, making full use of his frame.
The kick out to Bird. The three-pointer is off the mark. Sack trailing here. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution for Union Elite, Lune Diaz.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And don't go away. We'll be back right after the break. And now we're back, bringing you the second half of this WCBL action between the attack from Sac and the Union Elite. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to...
Here comes! That dude just got posterized.
That was brilliant.
I don't know that this is the right time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the most important thing is 2 points, not the dramatics.
Ah, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he?
I certainly won't be faulting him for it, although maybe I would have if he'd missed it.
Here's Martinez. But they recover it.
And they finally fought all the way back to even score. We've got a whole new ballgame on our hands.
And they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback. So you've got to like their chances the rest of the way.
Here's MP. Pagan defending. Here's MP. 16 points for him. Here's Harris. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Now Carrington. Bird defending. Lund with the pick. Down low. And he floats it in for the easy deuce. Credit the assist on that one.
That's a pretty hard play to defend against. He just used his height that time down low.
Here's MP. Got it to go. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
He's looked very comfortable all game, and he's made the most of his chances.
Martinez outside. Pass to Lund. The bucket is good, and he'll have a chance for one more. Brandon Harris picking this one up.
What a play by Lund, brushing off the foul and finishing what he started.
For one.
And that one falls, and that puts them up 1-point game now. Here's MP. He's got 18. Mitchell outside. Pure from three-point range.
Mitch Mitchell.
It's not a dance floor out there. You can't give Mitchell any kind of wiggle room, or else he will torch you off the catch. And he can dance too, so I hear.
Now Martinez. He's got 5. Out to the right wing. From deep, it's Pagan. And Lund slams it in.
It's inexcusable to not box out Lund. You deserve to get burned when you allow him free reign of the offensive boards.
Here's MP. And they double up MP. Outside, Harris. Screen by MP. Fires the 3. Lund with the rebound.
And most days, that would be his shot. I'm not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
On the wing, it's MP. To the paint. Here's Robert. It's good.
Basketball.
And let's note, not without challenge. I mean, Robert able to get bumped and still getting where he needed to be to score.
Martinez outside. Back to Carrington. One with the pick. Inside. MP with the block. Here's Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Number
And you
15.
can hear the contact all the way over here. Nice work by Mitchell. He kept his composure throughout the finish.
It's Carrington on the wing. Bird defending. One with the pick. Clock at 6. Martinez can't get it to go.
His mojo is out of whack. Offensively, he just can't get anything going for him.
Well, when you play this game, sometimes cold streaks like this are unavoidable. I like the decision making there for Bird. Well done.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid. Carrington, like a good highlighter, gets into streaks from distance. He loves to set up from the outside. Right now, he's showing everyone what he can do.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite.
Ben Olsen, Adam Cunningham, Keegan Hilton, Sean Mecca.
Union Elite leading this one. Right side, it's Diaz. Screen by MP. On the wing, it's MP. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. Here's Cunningham. Now Carrington. Launches a 3. And again, sacked with the triple. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Boy, it is fun watching him at the controls.
Just the way he creates for his teammates. Such a willing passer.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Oh, exactly. He was alert and aware, reacted to the shot
For
quickly.
Union Elite, MP for 1.
The attack from Sack Trail. Outside Carrington. They get the board. Cunningham using his post move to get the 2 points.
You gotta be better on the glass. second chance points can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, they need to show more effort when they're rebounding the rock because that's inexcusable.
Screen by MP. Shoots from the high post. Diaz off the mark. And so here it's Sack to the paint. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second team foul.
It's going to be on MP.
A depth move by Trexel Carrington, using the tools he's been working on to score inside with ease.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he sinks the second.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Here's MP. To the right side. And the ball goes out. Union Elite will keep possession here.
And he almost got his hands on that one.
Nice job mucking it up with the deflection, though.
Edward Martinez. Michael Pagano.
Here's MP.
Substitution
Now Harris.
for Union
Guarded by Lund. 4 on the clock. MP throws it down.
Oh, here's a nice assist from their big man, Drew Robert, taking on some playmaking responsibilities here.
On offense, here's Sack. 4-point game. Pass to Martinez. Back to Pagan. That one falls, and the assist from Martinez.
His passing is locked in, even when the man is in motion.
Here's MP. Pagan defending. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
No, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. He makes it look so simple.
Outside Pagan. Pass to Carrington. Shot from the top of the key. And again, Sack good for 2.
So cool in a tough moment. What a shot by Carrington.
And here's Burt. And here's MP on the outside. Lund with the rebound.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made 3.
Carrington. Back to Lund. And Lund slams it in.
Huge shot by Lund. Plays like these demonstrate his leadership.
Here's MP. MP throws it down.
And putting a cherry on top of that slam with some nice hang time on the rim.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength can really get a team rolling.
At the same time, put the other team on its heels. We'll see what happens.
Pass to Martinez. Baseline J on the way. Basket counts.
Ice in his veins. Martinez with a pivotal bucket.
Here's MP. The layup off target. This possession gives them the chance at the lead.
And they don't want to let it slip away. Carrington putting the team on his back when they need him most. Carrying the load on a must-score possession.
And so Union Elite has it here. Trailing by 2. And you watch Brandon Harris. You can see why scouts love him. Just absolutely gifted as a finisher.
And it's not just at the rim. Even though Harris is automatic down beneath the basket, he can attack a defense from multiple spots on the floor. Harris has everything you want from a scoring big man.
And the attack from Sack call time here. Pass to Lund. To the inside. Lund. Nice D from Brandon Harris. home by Carrington. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
You know, Ivory Lunge does a nice job using his strength, playing big.
Ivory Lunge, shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that ties this game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Here's MP. Pagan defending. Here's Mitchell. Yes!
2 points.
Timeout called by Sack. They'll talk things over.
With under 2 seconds remaining, you've got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take one dribble to get it to the rim.
Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So a close game sees Union Elite taking this matchup.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie. Just the way he carries himself, he gives off superstar vibes.
And he makes winning plays. Of course, on the other end, you have attack from Sack falling short.
Yeah, and Drexel Carrington showed off his 3-and-D skills once again, but that alone wasn't good enough to get them the win. Still, he's got something that will garner interest going forward.
Well, that'll do it for now. For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
We'll catch up in a second, all right?
MP,
Hey.
great game, man. Hey, that's exactly what you need to do to get the scouts' attention.
Man, I didn't know you was gonna be here.
Are you kidding me? You're my client now. I show up for my clients. Plus, Dion said that if I didn't look out for you, he'd ban me from the gym, and I can't have that.
Really? That's why I love that guy.
Yeah, he's the greatest. Hey, listen, I got some news for you. I talked to my guy who knows things, and it's looking like you are a lock for the All-Star game. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
It's great. Hey,
Yes.
but listen, every game is a chance to raise or lower your stock.
Right.
So do not take your foot off the gas.
Remember that, Mr. Kelly.
That's right. All right, man. I'll see you later, MP. Keep grinding.
Hey, thank you.